All right, so Fredrik put the alpha testing out technically last night, but everybody's starting to get into it. So I fast tracked a bunch of stuff with the library. What that means is I haven't tested all the functionality and stuff yet. And this is for alpha testing. So if you're brand new to Proffie, if you have not done a lot of uploads yet, um, I would say maybe wait till beta or full release. So everything's been working for myself, but as other people get into it and do different things with it, it's entirely possible that you'll run into some stuff. And then on top of that, if you're using the styles in the library, I tested a lot of these already as I built them. The trick is I've also added a lot of functionality to the library since then. So there's entirely possible that some of the new features, like the customize enhance, might actually have a mistake in the code on the site that causes errors. It doesn't mean it's a problem with OS4. So if you're testing if you're doing alpha testing and use any of these styles, I would say post. I'm going to do a Facebook post. Comment in that post if any of the styles from the library give a compiler or don't work in OS4 while you're testing. I don't want to take up Fredrik's time or waste that alpha testing forum for stuff that might actually just be HTML or JavaScript mistakes. So I'm planning to work on this continuously, so this is not nearly finished. It's working well enough. I kind of spot checked all the styles that are here with all the customize and enhance, but I actually if you do the math, I think there's in the hundreds of thousands possible combinations. So I did not test every possible combination, but the main functionality is there. It's running. It should work, but if something comes up, either hit me with a message on TRA, FET263, or reply, just comment on the post on the open source Facebook group so I can take a peek. But also, I will continue to do updates. So if you look at it today and then you come back tomorrow and I made changes, there's possibility that stuff's going to look different. So this is uh, originally I was going to do this with beta, but I'm getting a lot of people messaging me and just generally asking for some help since they're not familiar with all the changes in OS4. So to kind of facilitate that and hopefully move things through testing faster, um, I'm putting this up. So, but it's definitely not a finished product. Don't hold me to anything, and expect that there's going to be a hiccup or two. I was expecting to need another week or two working on this, so I definitely accelerated that timeline. But that being said, here's the main functionality. So it works pretty similarly to the other libraries if you use them. All the videos. So these videos were shot a while ago, which some of you who were on my Facebook and YouTube posts, you'll see that. You'll be familiar with them. That was to kind of save time. So some of the effects that you see in the video have been updated and tweaked and improved. So that if your finished product doesn't match 100% to those videos, that's why. When I get everything totally settled and finalized, I'll probably go back and reshoot videos. But shooting the videos is actually a big chunk of time, and it takes away from everything else. So there's a particular lightning block has been updated. There is a video on my channel for lightning block. Um, that the new version, that's what's running right now in the alpha testing. Almost all of these videos will have the old style lightning block, so that will look very different. The new one is way better in my opinion. If you like the old one, um, it's not the easiest thing to re-implement. So we might have to come up with an alternative. But the lightning block I know will look different. The blasts, there's several blast options now. So all the blasts shown in here would be the blast fade. Responsive blast fade is the option that's shown in this video. So when you go to choose your blast, that would be the option you choose. Um, but so now it's got all the filters. So you can do standard, which standard pretty much means audio flicker. I'll be expanding what I call standard. Unstable, pretty straightforward. Fire, dual phase. So dual phase is it's going to be the pull to the darkness. It's going to be redemption. It's going to be Koran horn. Those are the styles that use color change to change from one color or mode to the other. And then all the specialty stuff. So I know a lot of people are already asking me for Dark Saber. Dark Saber I consider a specialty style. Now that specialty, a lot of the specialty styles can't be customized, and I've said it before. That's just because of how they're designed. So in the future, I might be able to take portions of them and make them kind of custom, but the ones that are in specialty, almost all of them, don't really lend themselves to customize or enhance. And demo, I don't have built yet, so I was trying to get that done, but just too much stuff to work on. So demo will be coming. So you can use the filters or just scroll through. And then the code itself is going to be, I just kind of tightened it up so that you can look through the page easier because there's, I think, 20 something I have active. I've got a bunch more in the queue. But you click here, expand style code, and then we've got main blade, the cross guard, blades 2 and 3, and then crystal chamber. The crystal chamber, I've spot checked them. If you test the crystal chambers and the off behavior isn't right, let me know. So all the off behaviors are defaulted to just a pulse. Um, but I only have one crystal chamber saber, and it's actually the board. I have to disassemble the whole thing to get to the board, so I haven't dropped OS4 on that one yet. So I've been spot checking the crystal chamber code on just a regular blade. So crystal chamber could have some issues, but if you test it, just let me know separate from the TRA thread, and I'll take a peek at them. But then in any of the styles where you see customize and enhance, you're going to have the option to go through. So with the addition of the new blast options as well as new clash options, you'll be choosing your blast and clash effect here. So that's kind of a new thing also. But you'll choose the ignition effects. Now, I'm not going to run through all these. I have a video running through most of this stuff. If you're unsure of what everything means, I added these question marks. Click on the question mark. It'll give you a brief explanation. If you want to close it, just click back on the actual box that's open and it'll close it. But everything's explained, but you just choose what options you want and then scroll down, and at the bottom you'll click Get Style. That's going to put it in your clipboard. So that means then you would just go to your config file and paste it into the preset. If you're not sure how to do that, in all honesty, you probably shouldn't be doing alpha testing. Not to say it's too hard, but with alpha and beta testing, there's going to be additional hiccups and additional errors that might come up that if you're brand new to it, I think it'll just be frustrating. So if you're super new to Proffie and you haven't done your config file yet and you haven't uploaded, maybe wait a little while since we're already in alpha testing, and that'll probably go quick into beta testing. It shouldn't be that long till everything's finalized, but I would say let the people who've done this a lot kind of beat up on everything, get all the hiccups out of the way, all the bugs out of the way, so that when you come in and do OS4, you're not kind of dealing with two things. So, learning how to update sometimes for some people is already challenging enough. If you add all these other possibilities of bugs and stuff, I could see that being frustrating really quick and turning you off. So if you're brand new to Proffie, if you've only uploaded once and don't have a grasp of it, my recommendation as somebody who's been doing it for a while is that's not really a good time to learn is in alpha and beta testing. Let it get solid, let everything get worked out. Then that way you take away all the possible other reasons that stuff might not work. So patience, it's alpha testing is actually, I thought it'd be next week. So, but Fredrik got everything buttoned up and done pretty quickly. So we're in a good spot. So you'll choose all that. And then if you want to close this window, just click close. And feel free to run through all the styles. These are not final form either. So particularly a lot of the customize and enhance functions, I kind of put some placeholders and stuff. So like the power up and cool downs, I might be tweaking those. They're okay, but they're not like finalized. So I'm at the same time as I was building this, I was kind of tweaking how stuff looks to get it kind of to my level. So there's going to be a few of these styles as well as a few of the enhancement stuff that is still it's in its early stages. So again, that'll be continuously getting updated, working towards an actual launch of the OS and this library. So all I can say is if it's not perfect, it's not done yet. So you're kind of getting kind of a compromise. I'm making the tool available early to help with testing for the OS, but what's in here isn't actually done yet either. So I feel like I'm rambling. So hopefully everybody has fun with it. You will need to. So I've got the note up here. You'll need to get the zip file from this location. And make sure you put it in a ProffieOS folder. So sometimes I know some people who've done the download zip, and they put it in a folder with a name instead of ProffieOS, and then that causes compilers too. If you haven't done alpha or beta testing, there's additional stuff that normally wouldn't come into play. So keep that in mind. And then I'm trying to build up my subscriber base because YouTube keeps sending me all these little email reminders and helpful videos and tips on how to grow your, I guess they call it your brand. So I wouldn't mind having more subscribers. So if you're using the library, if you're liking what you see, give me a subscribe. And then also as I post more and more styles and more updates, and I still have stuff that isn't here yet that nobody's seen yet that I'm working on in the background. So that's kind of the best way to get the earliest preview of stuff. So thanks. Good luck with the testing. But just in closing, any problems coming from any styles out of the library, just hit me up. Let's not waste Fredrik's time, because this is this is a super early release. This is way earlier than I was originally expecting, but I think it's in a good enough state to help you guys out. So enjoy.